Hi YouTube, I'm Doug Jr.
And I'm Doug the Third.
And you're watching
Doug and Doug Gaming. Yes, we are.
Good to have you here.
I am glad to be here again.
Are you nice and dry? Got all the sand out of your pants?
Mostly. I still find a grain and a crevice or two.
That happens. Such as Florida life, I guess.
Yeah.
But
speaking of oceans and beaches and
yes.
maroonness,
we decided to do a playthrough of Robinson Crusoe. Now, this has been done, of course, many times. This is a very... I would consider this a fairly complex, fairly heavy game.
Oh, yeah.
One of my personal favorites, and I play this a lot solo because a lot of my family doesn't really like to play this. Doug has played this with me many times, but my wife doesn't care for it. She likes stuff that's a little lighter, and it's also very difficult to win. And I enjoy that. That's okay. I don't mind if I lose a game, but we want to do two things today. Now, as I've said before, this is definitely not your definitive rules video because I don't always get all the rules right. And I watch people who have been doing this much longer than I, and they often mess up rules for games. So that's very easy to do, and I don't feel confident telling you to base your knowledge of the rules on our video. However, I think you will be able to watch this and get an idea of whether this might be a game that you would enjoy, that you'd be willing to invest in. Because as we know, games are a little expensive.
They are. They are. Yeah.
So hopefully it will do two things. It will give you a heads up whether or not you would enjoy this, and also hopefully it will entertain you as you watch us struggle with this very, very difficult, challenging game.
And if you know anything that we do happen to, fumble on a little bit, please comment.
Yes.
And we will definitely take that into our notes on next time we play, and I'm sure other people like to read that as well in the comments.
We'll learn from it, because this is a game that has ongoing discussion and debate about the interpretation of the rules. So please, if you see something, and very good possibility you will, and you know more about it than we do, please let us know what you know. Share it with us in the comments. Also on strategies. We're not going to post the whole game at once, so I'm not exactly sure of the shooting schedule. We're going to shoot when we can. But if you want to leave comments as far as strategy or what you think we should have done, why something we did was foolish or why it was smart or whatever, please feel free to comment. We enjoy your suggestions, whether they're critical or not of our gaming skills, because after all, it is a game, and we enjoy learning. So just a quick heads up. Again, I'm not going to go over the rules. There are many great videos that do that. But I do want to let you know we're going to be playing the scenario called Jenny Needs Help.
That girl needs it.
And let me see that paper for a second, Doug, and I will kind of give you the scenario here. And the reason we're doing this is because this is where I'm at right now. We finished the first scenario, finished the second scenario, which was the exorcism thing on the island. And now we're up to the third one, which is scenario 3, Jenny Needs Help. It says you're castaways on a deserted island. Your situation is very difficult, but look over there. There's one of your shipmates, beautiful Jenny, trapped on a lonely rock in the middle of the ocean. You need to build a raft and rescue her. And then you better hurry and build a boat to escape from the island. A hurricane is fast approaching. So Jenny's got herself in a mess. The goal of this scenario is that, first goal is that we need to rescue Jenny from this rock.
Jenny.
To do so, we have to build the raft. Now, the raft is right here. It's an invention, as any of the inventions are, but it's printed on the scenario sheet. We need 2 wood and 1 rope for that. Then on the next turn, we can use an action to bring Jenny back to our camp. And if Jenny dies, the game's over and players lose. So we don't want Jenny to die. The second goal is to build a lifeboat. And again, that's another invention, which is right here on the scenario card. It needs a rope, 6 wood, 4 pelts or furs, and a knife. The second goal is to build that lifeboat so we can escape the island. And if we meet these conditions, we immediately win. Now, there are some totems that will appear, and there are 4 different situations that happen when the totems appear. We'll go over those when they happen. Some other special rules. The main one I want to mention is that every night, while Jenny is trapped on this rock, during the nighttime phase, she gets 2 hits. So she gets 2 damage or 2 wounds, whatever you want to call it. And that will continue until we rescue her from the rock using the raft, and then she will begin to take wounds as we take them. If it's a weather problem, if it's not eating or sleeping outside, whatever, she'll take the same wounds we will. And we have to keep her alive as well as ourselves. Jenny doesn't change the cost for building shelter, roofs, or palisades. So, and she cannot be the first player during the action phase. And all she can really do is take a rest action to heal 1 wound. So we're going to try to take advantage of the rest action here.
But I mean, as is, we're just going to play through, and because there's so much we could cover.
Right.
But this is already going to be kind of a long video as is, I'm guessing, and so we don't want to, drag on unnecessarily long.
I've got the 9 standard inventions out. I've got the 5 random ones, which I'm not thrilled with, but they are random after all.
And we have our 2 helpers, Friday and Dog.
Yes, we're playing with the dog, which is supposed to make this game easier, but still tough. But that's all right. Got our 2 helpers here, or help inventions here: hammer and nails, pipe and tobacco. Everything else is pretty standard. Got the threat deck. I think we're probably ready to begin. Doug, by the way, is playing the cook. I am playing the soldier because the soldier, we're going to have to get some fur, some pelts. And that's really the only good way to get those is by hunting. And, well, let's just say I've played this scenario a few times and I haven't won yet. So I'm trying something different here. We'll see what happens.
All right, but I'd say we just go ahead and start.
Let's go ahead and start. You've got the first player token.
I do.
So what we're going to do, first of all, of course, we don't do anything for the opening segment here.
Yeah.
So go ahead and move that down to the morale. Now, during the morale, right now, nothing's going to happen. We're on 0. So let's go ahead and go to the production phase. We're moving right along here. In the production phase, we will get 1 food and 1 wood. So we're going to put that in our available resources. Then we're going down to the action phase. Now, Doug has 2 tokens. I have 2 tokens. We've got the dog, which I'm using purple. I know some people use other. And white is representing our man Friday.
Your
here.
dog can be any color you want.
My dog can be any color I want. He's purple. I'm blue. Doug's yellow.
Hello.
Now, I have found in this scenario it's very important that we explore. We've got to get those totems revealed. We have to get the rope built, which we cannot do until we reveal the oh, which one is it? It's the grasslands.
Yeah.
So that's waiting on that to be revealed. We really need to do some exploring now. The dog can explore
And help
with one of us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to explore here next to our camp site.
At this point, exploring is really just the way to go because we can't gather
Right.
supplies on the island that we're currently on right now.
Right. And I would say I'm going to take Friday out and
Okay.
explore again. And
Okay.
we need shelter, but we can't get that yet because we have no wood.
Yeah.
We need the rope. We can't build that yet. We need the knife. We can't build that
Yeah,
yet.
I'm gonna explore
I think
too.
we're back to exploring. I think that's probably the best thing to do.
But now, since if we had just put one of our little token things in an empty spot, that would give us kind of a 50-50 chance on successfully exploring. But since we each put two, each one is
Guarantees.
guaranteed. Yeah.
Guarantees our success. We don't have to roll the dice.
Yeah.
So we'll just go back. We'll just take it top to bottom. So I'm going to take the dog home, and I'm going to go home. We're going to put an exploration tile out.
And it's the river.
All right. So that's good. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cover the river. Is on the map. We need the river resources for the map, the river resources for the dam. Either one of those I'm real worried about, although the dam is nice to have, gives us a couple of food, non-perishable foods. So maybe we'll do that later.
Yeah.
Also, we have a totem
Totem.
on there. So let's put the number 1 on there.
Totame.
And if you look at the scenario, it tells us something that happens when we
What do
discover
it
the
tell
first
us?
totem.
Slippery rocks. The player who explored the tile with this icon gets 2 broken hearts.
Yep. So that is me. I explored that with the dog.
You just experienced my Valentine's Day.
So I wish I could give them to the dog, but I can't. All right, so I take 2 wounds. And then also on here we have a discovery token. And this goes in our future resources. I like to look at those when I slide those down. So
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So then we're going to take
The
Friday
hills
home.
are alive with the sound of fish.
Do we have the hills? Yes.
Now we do.
All right. Well, I really wanted the grasslands, but we'll take the hills. We've got
We
bricks.
still got one more place.
And that's really all.
Yeah.
So we've got the hills marked. We get another exploration token.
And
With
another
future
totem.
resources.
There's another totem there.
Another totem.
Another
And what
totem.
happens with that one?
With that one, cemetery. And we lower our morale by 2.
2.
That's not great.
Because we're depressed because there's a cemetery.
Yeah. I mean, I could find... I don't think I know anybody there.
Probably
we just
not. This
washed
is a
up.
deserted island. Apparently it hasn't always been deserted.
I can live with that.
All right.
You know.
And I think that's all. However, we do have some good resources, I noticed. We've got
Fish.
food and wood on both of those tiles, so that's good.
We can build with the fish and
Because we're going to have
eat
to
the
move
wood.
our camp at some point.
Yeah. All right.
And then,
My person explores the mountains.
mountains. That's good. That helps us with fire, helps us with the knife. And we still need those grasslands, but do what we can do. Now
Also, I'd put a black one there because that's a hill.
oh, thank you.
Just so we don't miss
I
it.
missed that. Pot actually is the pot is actually very good. Get you a lot of stuff. So another exploration token, another totem.
Totem!
This is good. I remember the third one is a good one.
Third one. Remains of the mast and spars. Turn the rope invention card to its item side. So now we
Yay!
have rope.
So we have the rope.
Didn't even have to work for
All right. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was just one turn. We already got the rope. We've got plenty of resources available. Now, this is towards the end of the action phase. We're going to check out these exploration tokens.
You know, all this luck is going to come back and bite us in the
Oh, yeah. It always does. But that's all right. Got an X. So the
in this particular scenario, that means ruined hut. So it gives you 2 wood.
get 2 wood. So we're going to discard that. We're going to get our 2 wood. There. Then this one means something.
Herbs. And it gives you a heart.
Gives me a heart. You mind if I take that?
I don't care. You're the only one that's taking damage.
I'm the one that slipped on the rocks.
Yeah.
Discard that.
I did that once.
All right, now this one's good, although we can't use it yet. But if we do build that pot, we can get +2 to our weapon, and that could be very beneficial. But we'll save this one till such time as if we do end up building the pot, we can use that. So
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, I believe that be the end of that part of the action phase. Now we have to...
Well, now we'll go to the weather phase.
Okay.
Which, in this scenario, the first round, slide it down to the weather. Nothing happens. We have nothing in the weather area.
Yes.
So then we'll go to the nighttime phase.
Nighttime.
Several things happen here. Number one, we need to decide, and I'm going to recommend that we move our camp.
Jenny dies.
Not yet.
No? Oh, okay.
That's coming later, probably.
Oh, okay.
But-
Yeah.
All right. So I would suggest that we move our camp just so we can explore some more.
I agree with that.
Now, when we do that, we both take a wound.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
so we're going to slide that one.
I'm all good.
The next thing that happens is we have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm looking at our resources and I see one piece of food. So,
Hey, who got washed up on the island?
all right, so you can have that. Go ahead and we'll discard it over here. So one piece of food. We've got to really watch that in the future. That means I take 2 wounds because I didn't eat tonight. Third thing that happens is we both take a wound because we're sleeping outdoors. We have no shelter.
Nature hates us.
Yes, it does. I just passed one of the morale down arrows, so we're going to go down. Boy, see that
So
all our good fortune is coming back on us
Okay,
very
so
quickly.
right here in the video, we're going to do a flashback scene to what I just said about the bad luck coming back
Exactly.
to bite us in the butt. Right here.
Exactly.
You know, all this luck is going to come back and bite us in the butt. Oh, yeah, it always does.
All right. So then the next thing that happens is Jenny takes 2 wounds.
Oh, Jenny!
She's still stuck on that rock. And then the
Rocks are
next thing
slippery
that
over there.
happens is that the round marker, the black marker, goes up to round number 2.
Oh, do it.
Because we were on 1. And that's Jenny. That little orange one is Jenny. So, all right. So that was the end of round 1.
Oh, my God.
This would be a great opportunity for your snide comments about our skills, but just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we explored. We took the sure bet with 2 tokens on each exploration.
Sherbert?
But we need shelter. We need more food. So there are a couple of ways. Let's look at the food issue first.
Yeah.
Couple of things we can do. If we build the dam, we get 2 non-perishable foods.
Those would be nice.
We also have to remember, once we rescue Jenny, she has to eat as well.
Yeah.
Of course, we can always forage for food. We have plenty of places
yeah.
to do.
Because we're here now, so we have 3 places to explore and 3 places to gather
We'll
from.
get 1 food during the resource phase.
Yes.
So those are a couple of options for food. We have no beast in the field to hunt yet, which I'm surprised with as many tiles. So we definitely need to continue exploring. Plus, I happen to know that when we find that 4th totem,
Yeah.
that we'll get some pelt, I believe.
Pelts. Yes, 2 pelts.
So those are very valuable because we have to have 4 of those to complete this.
Yeah. So right now our priority is food and maintaining it and eventually shelter.
All right.
and-
So now we're going to the event phase for round number 2. So let's draw that top card and see what horrible things await us.
Okay. Council. All night you were talking about your future on the island. Your initial ideas will not work and your plans have to change. You are not able to create all the items you want. Discard 3 invention cards.
All right. A couple of things are going to happen here. First of all, this card has a little book on it. So this scenario tells us that something happens every time the book is revealed, which is right there.
Storm. A hurricane is approaching. A storm hits the camp and we lose 1
Palisade.
palisade.
Now here's the problem. We don't have a palisade.
No, we're not.
So the rule, what do they call it? The rule of
Death.
rule of death.
Basically, any
Rule
debt
of
we have.
unpayable demands, or whatever they call it, is that you take a wound for everything that you can't pay. We can't pay a palisade because we
Was
don't
I
have
supposed
one.
to pass this to you, by the way?
Yes, I am the first player. That should have happened to the night phase. Thank you. And I believe that. Oh, that's why you passed that to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know some things. I know some things affect both players, like the roof and the shelter, and those. I believe the palisade only affects first player. If you know different, let me know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna back this up 1, or excuse me, move this up 1. I'm gonna
Man,
cheat.
this hurricane feels great.
I'm just gonna cheat right away. All right. And then we have to discard 3 invention cards, and this goes right here in that red pile.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about it. Number 1.
Right off the bat, I don't really care about this because I've never had to use it in the past.
We don't normally use that. Do
We don't usually use the map. My eyeball's itchy.
Let me
And
try them all.
don't need my eyeball.
All right, so we'll get rid of the cure. We're not too worried about that. I don't think we're going to build. I don't think we're going to build a sling or the belt. The reason is they use pelts, and those are just too darn valuable. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get rid of these 2.
True.
These are great inventions, but we're not likely
I'm
to
gonna
build them.
reorganize this so it looks all neat. Like.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, now that was our event phase. Now we got to be careful about this card. This one does nothing if we lose it. However, we can use it to get more wood if we choose to.
Yeah.
This one, however, if it slides off the board, we're going to have to discard 2 more invention cards, which isn't the worst thing in the world.
One or two that we would be okay losing again.
Personally, I'm
me-
thinking the bricks
Okay.
because we don't consistently roll a snow die. And we could draw a card or something, and the bricks would help us build the furnace, which we don't
Yeah.
have.
I'm thinking the map and like the moat maybe, or the bricks. Yeah.
I like the moat. I don't know that we'll have a chance to build it, but I like the moat because.
Or the corral maybe.
Yeah, well, you know what? We got some ideas. We'll worry about that if that should happen. So now we're in the morale phase.
Yeah, we
And
are.
we have another problem.
Yeah, we do.
We are -3 on morale.
More specifically, you are -3 on morale.
I am, and I'm the first player, so
I am.
I cannot pay for that. Which means instead of paying 3 morale tokens, I'm gonna pay 3 wounds.
This may not be a long video after all.
Alright. Yes, it's going rapidly.
It's gonna be okay, man.
It is gonna be okay. I have a plan.
I mean, but in comparison to how you're feeling, Jenny's like a Disney World over there on
That's
that
true.
rock.
That's true. Alright. So morale phase is over.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll go
To the orange phase.
to the orange phase, the resource phase. Now we're on a tile that provides us with food and wood, so we'll
Food and
take
wood.
one of each of those. Goes in our available resources. All right, so we're in the resource phase. We've got our food and the wood. So now we're ready to go to the action phase.
Action.
Now, so I say that we really need the raft. So I say we go. 2 of us go. Maybe one of us could take Friday.
Here, I put that there, so maybe I'll succeed at that. Maybe. I think I can do that.
Yeah, you will,
Yes.
because that's all it requires. Is
Oh,
one.
okay. All right.
So that's good.
So do you and Friday want to do this, or do you want?
Yeah, let me and Friday go build the raft. Make sure everybody can see what we're doing. So I'm going to build the raft, which means we also have to put 2 pieces of wood over here, which I hate giving up, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We got to have the raft.
Yeah.
And
So since you're doing that, I am going to do that for the shovel. Because then I can make a pit afterwards and potentially get more food at night.
all right, so that leaves me and the dog. Why don't we explore again?
Rover.
He can only explore or hunt with me, so
I move here. If, you know,
yeah. I'm thinking right there in the middle. All right.
I
What?
said I.
You said all right.
Said I.
Right? Okay. Oh, I was gonna rest too, but maybe I should do that. Boy. No. You know what? I'm not, because
Do it for Jenny.
I'm not taking any real chances here.
That's true.
Something will be all right. All right. Hoping for the best. Maybe this is why I've never won this scenario. Whatever. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is the threat card here. We're going to send you home, and we're going to resolve this. It says get 1 invention card of your choice and a determination token.
I'm
This is for you.
determined.
So you get one invention card that we can place. Now I believe that means you get one under the deck to put here. I don't think you automatically get the invention. You still have to build it. If I'm wrong, then that's somebody correct me. So if you look in that in the box over there, we've got the little cards.
So we have selected the cellar to add to our potential building
Yes.
stuffs. So yeah.
That would be very handy because it lets us convert our food into non-perishable foods.
Yeah.
And if you go hunting, sometimes you get 2 or 3 foods at a time. So
Yeah.
eventually,
All right.
hopefully, we'll get some beets. All right, so we did that. That's good. Makes me feel a little better about all that. Building is next. So we're going to build the raft. And we know we succeed. We just have to discard these wood. Have to send Friday home, and I'm coming home. And I think we'll put get one of those little blue cubes.
Your blue cubes. Your blue
Blue cube on the raft.
Blue
just,
cube.
just to remind us that we've built the raft. All right. So that's good.
Alrighty.
Then
Now I have to attempt to build the chalet.
right.
Should I roll like
Yeah,
here?
right in the middle would probably be good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, not bad.
I killed Dad, but that's
That's
okay.
all right. So we got a success.
Yes, and then I draw, because of this little thing here,
Home.
I did win. I successfully built it. So I'll flip that over.
Now, technically, that's supposed to go in the future resources, but that's all right. We know we're not going to use it this turn, so
House
let's
rules.
just leave it there.
And then I would draw this card. I hope it's something good. Broken tool. Darn it! If possible, turn one item face up to invention side and cancel its effect.
Well, it's possible, but it would have to be the shovel.
I don't want to do that. I do not like this game anymore.
Yes, we'll have to rebuild that. So I assume that you can do the shovel since I don't want to do the rope because we just built the raft. I don't want to undo the effect, which was completing the raft.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. I'll
okay,
rebuild
no other
the
inventions were built yet. This game is brutal sometimes. All right.
Anywho,
All right. So now
someone else.
that's all the building, and now I'm going to send the dog home. I'm going to go here. We're going to explore.
Grasslands.
Successful exploration. Not so worried about the grasslands now. Yeah, we don't need them now.
Yeah.
That's all right. Although we do have the beach for the shovels still. All right.
Totem.
Got a totem. So what happens for the 4th totem?
We get 2 pelts from a balloon wreck.
All right, that's good because we need those. And also there is a discovery token on there, which we'll check that out in a minute. Again, we have wood and food. We've got some very
We can move our
resourceful tiles. Yes, we could. I don't want to do it this turn because I'm feeling rather poorly. All
I
right.
mean, wouldn't you be moving your first player thing to my side at that point?
Yeah, but when you move camp, everybody moves.
Sure.
So, yeah.
True that. True that.
So
Okay.
it affects us all. All right, so we're going to move these down. We're going to find out what this is. This is a palisade. Now,
Palisade.
here's another kind of iffy part. Maybe one of you can fill me in. The way I play this, I don't have a palisade right now, and I can't build a palisade because I haven't built shelter yet. So when I get a plus palisade token, I save it. And then if I have to pay for a palisade later on, I've been using the token. Not sure if that's technically how you're supposed to or not, but I will save this. That's how I'm going to play it for now.
Okay.
And if somebody can correct me or confirm, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
All right. So we are finished with the action phase. Let's go to the nighttime phase, or excuse me, the weather phase.
The weather.
Nothing in weather. So now we go to the nighttime phase.
Nighttime.
Once again, we're not really prepared for nighttime. Have no food for both of us. I can't afford not to eat.
I can.
However. So I'm gonna eat.
You eat.
And if you want to arm wrestle for it, we can. But
No, I'm
I'm
good.
gonna eat.
I'm good.
All right.
So I
you take
take
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Now we have to sleep. We still don't have shelter, so we both take 1 wound.
Okay, I passed that, but
Can't
we
lower.
can't go any
Our
lower.
morale can't be any lower. All right. So then I do pass this on to you during the night phase. Take that.
Thank you.
I'm not going to move camp right now because I can't afford the wound. Now Jenny takes 2 more hits.
Does she?
She's still on the rock, and of course the marker, the round marker, goes up to 3. All right. Now there's something we should remember this round is that we do have hammer and nails. This is one of our random help cards that we got, and we also got pipe and tobacco, which gives us up between the 2 uses we can get up to 4 determination. Which, you know what, we ought to use that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's use one of these. Move that up to so you won't have to take so many hits.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So back up to the event phase.
This is where we need you folks at home. We are going to end this video here, but what we need is for you guys to comment down below, what do we need to do to survive on this island? We need your help. Do we need to explore? Do we need to build certain things? Let us know in the comments. Get your friends to comment. We need all the help we can get.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I am seriously lacking
We're
in
fading
health.
fast.
Douglas isn't far behind me, so we need some help. We need to really watch that. We've got to do some hunting, but we have no beasts, which means to get more beasts, we'd have to explore. So
This is true.
can't do everything, even with the dog.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. We need more. So give us some ideas, some strategies, and if we misplayed some rules, give us your input on that, and we'll look forward to finishing this up soon. So yeah, we appreciate your input, as always. Once again, I'm Doug Jr.
And I'm Doug the Third.
And you're watching Doug and Doug Gaming.